Man, okay. So, I mean, if you probably saw the title of this video, man. If you're clicking on this video, man, I practically quit streaming. Okay, I know what you're saying. You quit. You're not streaming anymore. Like, what's happening? Don't worry. I'm gonna answer all that for you. Okay. Now, first off, I want to say I literally streamed for. I want to say I streamed for about a year consistently. My first time streaming, I was probably in college. It's probably around like 2020. I just booted up a stream. I was like, you know what? Why not just boot up a stream and just go live? What could hurt if I just go live and figure it out? You know what I mean? And I really didn't think too much of it. I really wasn't putting too much work into it or anything. I wasn't like clipping or any of that stuff. I mean, all that stuff's just kind of crucial now, but we'll get into that stuff. But yeah, first stream was probably around 2020, and I just booted up and I was like, you know what? I kind of like playing video games on stream, okay? Back then, I had like a couple of buddies that would join my live streams, you know, just chop it up with me there, in and out, you know, do a couple of things. But like, I was like, man, this is kind of fun, you know what I mean? Boy, did I know, oh my goodness, bro. Boy, did I know it was coming. So fast forward to, I want to say this time last year, so 2024, my girlfriend had just moved down here from New York. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go serious with this streaming stuff for about a year straight and figure it out from there. So I basically streamed every other day, okay? And at that point, I wasn't really doing too much clipping. I wasn't doing too much videos on YouTube. I wasn't doing clipping. I was just booting up the live stream and just like, hey, come check me out. I might post it on my Instagram, you know, do a couple of small things. But other than that, I wasn't really doing too much. And if you want to make it big in streaming, you got to do everything, bro. You really gotta clip, okay? You gotta make YouTube videos, because what they don't tell you is Twitch does not have like an algorithm like YouTube, like TikTok, like Instagram, any of these other big platforms that are really pushing long form or like video content. It doesn't have that, okay? So if you want people to find you on Twitch, they really gotta find you somewhere else. They gotta find you on TikTok from like a funny clip. They gotta find you on YouTube from like a funny YouTube video you did. And yeah, I mean, that's basically how they found you. So if you're just going live on Twitch, you're kind of doing yourself a disservice, okay? That's the first tip I would give you. If you were trying to make it big on Twitch, make it big on another platform like YouTube, Instagram, just like making videos or doing whatever, and then just like pivot to Twitch. And I'm not gonna say I have a small following. I have 43,000. I think I have 43,000 followers on TikTok at the time of this recording. And I'm not gonna say that that's from doing like really high quality videos or anything. I'm just making relatable short videos to trending sounds. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I just did it consistently for a year, just, you know, throwing things at the wall, hoping they stick. And it just happened to work out. I just happened to get a couple thousand followers on TikTok. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pivot to doing like Twitch. This was like a year ago. I was like, I'm gonna pivot to like doing Twitch. Boy, was I in for it. Was I in for a ride? Okay. So at the time of this recording, right? At the time of this recording, I think I have not been live in over maybe like 2 months or so. I haven't been live in 1 to 2 months, okay? And the main reason for that is it was taking up way too much of my personal time, okay? Because like when you think playing video games, you think like really enjoying the video game. And like for the most part, that is true. You are enjoying the video game. But there are some things you cannot do on Twitch or any other streaming platform, okay? So it's not just going live. I hate when people say, "Oh, just hit go live." You got to think about, are you going to listen to music while you're streaming? Are you going to do that? Well, you got to set up OBS, okay? You got to make sure that all the tracks are right, okay? Because if 1 second, 1/2 a millisecond of a microsecond gets onto YouTube or gets onto Twitch, they demonetizing your whole stuff. They're demonetizing all of it, gang. Okay, so You don't want that to happen to you, okay? So it's just not as easy as people really make it out to be. And it can be easier, and maybe, I think I just hit the camera. Maybe I was making it too complicated for myself, okay? And that's all possible. But I'm getting off track. Basically, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go hard in the paint on this streaming stuff for about a year, okay? So I was streaming on and off, like maybe every other day, okay? And I wasn't doing any post-processing, any uploads, any of that stuff. I was just putting it on my story, putting it on my TikTok, being like, hey, I'm live, come check me out. For about, I wanna say 6 months into that year process, okay? And I think I had 50 followers at that point, 50 followers on Twitch. And you have to think, all 50 of your followers are not gonna join your Twitch live whenever you go live. Everyone's got different schedules. They've got their own lives, okay? They're gonna check it out what they can. And if you don't have a consistent streaming schedule, well, guess what? They don't even know when to tune in. They don't even know when they should be checking. You think they're gonna check it every day? No, they're not gonna do that. And that was one of the pitfalls that I had at the beginning. In the first 6 months, I'm like, dang, bro, it's just my bros, maybe my little brother. They're just checking me out, and I appreciate that. But it wasn't helping my growth on Twitch. So that was one of the main things. And then right about at that 6 month mark, okay, so this was probably, what month are we in right now? November? December, January, February, March, April, May. So around May, okay? Around May, I'm like, you know what? I really got to lock in. I started posting like YouTube videos. I posted a couple of gaming YouTube videos, a couple of things like that. I mean, they did okay, and then I ran into another thing. I hate editing. Oh my God. No one told me that editing was actually the worst thing of all time, dude. When I boot up Premiere Pro, I genuinely start shaking. Bro, it's not even that I can't focus, bro. I'm getting hot just talking about Premiere Pro, bro. I'm getting hot just talking about it. Yo, Premiere Pro, yo, I appreciate what Adobe got going on over there, bro. They putting on for a lot of creators, giving them a lot of features. I really like the fact that it has a lot of features, but gang, it's got a lot of features. It's so much stuff you got to figure out. And if you want to do a YouTube channel or any of that stuff, a lot of people that I follow on YouTube that do gaming stuff, okay, they be doing a lot of edits. And I'm like, I want to do that. Bro, I do not have the facilities for that, bro. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm new. I have no idea. So I just boot up Premiere Pro. I'm like, yo, I'm paying $30 a month to be ass at editing my videos, gang? So then I hop on Fiverr. I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna spend $30 here to try to edit the video, why don't I just repurpose that $30, okay? Go ahead, go to Fiverr. That's a whole nother thing, dude. I'm like, I give them the video. I'm like, okay, edit it for me. Gang, how am I supposed to tell somebody to edit it for me? I don't even know what I want. I just want a gaming YouTube video. Hey, can you just edit this? Give me a gaming YouTube video. Hey, bro, I'm gonna pay you $30. When I tell you that video came out so trash, like it was so garbage, I didn't even want to post it. I think it's still sitting in my Google Drive right now. Like I'm not even joking. It's not even posted. So yeah, I mean, that experiment was a fail. I'm like, man, Premiere Pro's not like that. I'm gonna try like CapCut. I did a few CapCut YouTube videos at that point, but at the same time, I was like, bro, like maybe this YouTube stuff isn't for me. Maybe I'm just not good at editing. Ding, ding, ding. I'm not good at editing. I'm not even gonna get on here and be like, yo, I'm so good at editing. I really figured it out. No, I don't have the secret, bro. This video is not gonna be edited because I don't know how to do it. I'm not good at it, okay? And that's okay. That's okay. I'm totally fine with that. But all I'm saying is I started trying to edit videos, okay? Then, I mean, Premiere Pro's got a great feature to edit shorts. You can edit it based on like your talking. They give you like a script thing where it tells you what you said, you add it onto the video, and then you can chop it up from there. I mean, all that stuff's cool, but like, I'm not good at making that. You know what I mean? I'm not good at making that video pop. And some people are, and bro, shout out to them, but it's not me. It's not me, bro. So then I started doing that, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a challenge where I basically I have to upload a short every single day for 30 days or 30 or 60 days. I think I ended up doing like 45, 60 or something like that. And bro, I'm not gonna lie, that almost killed me. That almost killed me, bro. Cause you have to think, I'm going live practically every day, okay? The days I'm not going live, I'm still editing, okay? So, and sometimes when you go live, you could go live for like 4 or 5 hours and not have no funny clips. So you basically got a clip farm, okay? You do have to go out of your way to make things funny when you're live streaming. At least in the beginning, if you want to grow, you have to go out of your way. And sometimes those things are going to come naturally, but not all the time, okay? So I might go live for 2 hours and not have anything to show for it. No clips, nothing to show for it. And I still got to find something to post, you know what I mean? Something to put on the shorts, to put on the Instagram, to put on the reels. And I just, bro, I couldn't do it every day. I got to 40 days, which is pretty impressive. Clap it up. But my God, yo, I wasn't even going to the gym consistently. I was DoorDashing food. So I wasn't eating right. I wasn't spending enough time with my girl. And bro, that's a whole nother thing. Like if I'm not eating right, I'm not going to the gym. I'm just getting off work, popping up the live stream. And then after I get off the live stream, right, I shower, I order something off DoorDash, it gets here, I eat it, then I go straight into editing for another 1 to 2 hours. I mean, that's my whole night. That's my whole night. I mean, what else is left? And I'm doing that practically every day. The only days free that I don't have from streaming, editing, doing all that stuff is on maybe Saturday, Sunday, Friday afternoon. Okay? And that's not fair to me. That's not fair to my health. That's not fair to my woman. That's not fair to anybody. You know what I mean? I'm not even saying I'm proud of this, but I wasn't even spending time with like my immediate family. Like I wasn't even going to see my mom. Cause I was like, man, I gotta make this work. Man, I gotta make this work. And the truth about it is there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance when you're doing all that stuff. So you cannot wear yourself out on any of that going live. All that stuff's nice, but like, man, spend time with your family, spend time with your girl, bro. Don't push everything else to the wayside because you see other big streamers living their dreams. Like your time is coming, but you can't get it all at once is probably what I should say. You can't get it all at once, okay? It's not gonna happen overnight for most people. And the people that do happen overnight for, there's been a lot of grinding behind the scenes that you just didn't see, okay? So there's that. So yeah, I mean, I just wasn't taking care of myself at that point. And it made video games less fun for me. It made video games less fun. I can't, bro, I need to take this jacket off, bro. I got to. Oh my goodness, bro. I gotta take this jacket off, bro. I'm getting toasty in here, dude. I gotta turn the air on or something. But it made video games less fun for me, okay? Because when you're playing a video game on stream, in front of an audience, you don't really get to immerse yourself in the video game for the most part, okay? Because, little pro tip, most video games, they're gonna have copyright music in the game. And there's always a streamer setting, okay? There's always a streamer setting on the video game where it's like, do you want to turn off copyright music? And you're like, yeah, because I don't want to get copyright strike on my channel on YouTube, Twitch, any of that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, let me turn that on. Bro, dead silence, gang. Why do you think most YouTubers, most streamers, like when they're streaming and they're playing a video game, they have like some sort of music in the background, some sort of music playing back there? It's because they're gonna go insane. Imagine playing Need for Speed. No music from the game. No nothing. You just listen to the engine sounds. I mean, you're gonna go insane after playing that game for maybe like 30 minutes, dude. Like you gotta have something like kind of stimulating in the game. So it's like, yeah, I mean, and then the thing that inevitably made me stop playing games on stream, stop streaming, is when Ghost of Tsushima came out, okay? I was like, bro, Ghost of Tsushima has a fire soundtrack, bro. The first Ghost of Tsushima, I'm like, man, this game is amazing. I'm like, I can't wait to play the next one. Then the next one came out, and the thought of streaming that game genuinely made me like, man, I kind of don't want to stream it at all. I kind of don't want to stream it at all because I want to be able to enjoy the video game. I want to be able to play it at my own pace. When you're streaming games like this, like you want to be the first one to like finish it, kind of get the platinum, a few other things, because you just want to be the first one to do it. And maybe that's a pitfall of my own. Maybe I was doing too many comparisons of me to like other streamers. And I'm not going to say this to say like you should not stream. Like do not take this video as a, oh, I'm not going to stream because some guy on the internet told me that he had all these things. Dude, take your time, man. This stuff happens over a long period of time. Most of these streamers do not get their big break for years, dude. You can't think that you're gonna hop in here, start putting out fire content immediately. And some people do. And if you do, dude, hats off. You gotta be good at Premiere or got a good editor or something, dude. But it just wasn't me, okay? It just wasn't me. And it just took a toll. And I was like, I'm not gonna stream for the foreseeable future, okay? I wanna be able to enjoy video games. I don't want my entire week dedicated to this. And some people are totally fine with their entire week being dedicated to like just pumping out content. But I wanted a more seamless, like nothing's gonna be seamless, okay? But I wanted a more seamless process of just like making content and just doing my thing. So this is my shot at it, bro. I hope that I was able to give you guys some sort of insight on what it's like really being a streamer, really streaming consistently and putting out content, because it's not easy, okay? It's gonna take a lot of time. And if you're willing to devote your time to it and the effort into learning how to use Premiere Pro, how to clip, all that stuff, I mean, power to you. And if you want a video on how to do that stuff, just drop a comment below and I'll tell you everything that I did that actually worked versus didn't work. And yeah, man, that's it, man. I really don't know how to end videos, so I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.